Hey, it's T-Day Zombie King coming to you live from somewhere you ain't. As always, there's no tricks, there's no mods, there's no cheats. I always shoot straight in everything I do in life. Today is Feast Friday. Supposed to do that around 9 a.m. this morning, but yeah. So I got up, stumbled around, got it all set up. My wife sees me somewhere around. She goes, "Go take a nap." When your wife tells you to go take a nap, you do not argue. You go take a nap. So I went, I took a nap. 2 hours later, I wake up. Been stumbling around the house doing some other stuff here. Uh, excuse me. Today is pork chops. I'm gonna do a squash with some onion and some potatoes. Might do them dill style. I know I just stepped off the screen. I forgot to get a vegetable peeler. So let's see what we can do here. It's yeah. So first thing first, what we always do, wipe down our prep area and cooking area. Make sure it's clean. Yes, it's just a rag, wet rag, and then I have another way to sanitize the area. Yesterday, I set up a YouTube channel. TDA Zombie King is how you'll find me. Got that all set up. All right, so that's that. I wear a glove. I'm right-handed, but my right-handed glove is covered in peanut butter by my kids for some reason. I need that for evidence for later, so I'll leave it the way it is. I'm gonna do it left-handed today, so excuse the awkwardness. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the chat. I appreciate you guys. Coming out. Feast Friday, man. This is like the favorite thing I do. Everything I do, this is like my favorite. I like playing video games, don't get me wrong. But I like Feast Friday. Feast Friday is just the best to me. Alright, throw this in the trash. That trash can real close. Glove off. So today I'm going to use a mandolin. Not everybody has a mandolin, that's okay. You can do it with a knife. I'm going to do this with a mandolin. I've never done this with a mandolin. I'm using a straight neck squash. The reason I call it straight neck straight. Crook neck, and I'll have a curve in it. Before I get started, oh man, I don't even need a mandolin. I gotta peel this. This is a little big to be doing this with. You need one a little smaller. The reason I'm gonna peel it is the skin is real tough when you cook it. It doesn't want to do what you want it to do. So I peel it. It never gets soft enough for me. You're gonna kind of saute this. I also kind of steam it at the same time. Help soften everything up. All right. All right. How is everybody doing today? Hope you're enjoying your Friday. Friday's the best day because tomorrow is Saturday. A little bit of squash peels. Let me get those up there. Welcome to the stream if you're just tuning in. We're having pork chops, squash with onions, and some taters. I think I might do some dill taters. I'm not real sure. Kick that off to the side just barely. Pan there because I'm going to need that here in a minute. I pre-soften butter for just everyday living in the house. You get some bread, you put some butter on it, make sure it's soft. Want some toast, make sure it's soft. Works better. Look at that, nice and soft. quite a bit of butter today. So I got a mandolin. Let's get this party started. So if they're all the same consistency of thickness, they all cook approximately at the same speed. You don't want to cut it too thin and that one be done and then all super soggy, or too thick and that one's still cooking and everything else has been done forever in a day. Simple, simple, simple. It is so simple to cook. You don't have to eat out every night. It's way cheaper than eating out. You can find a vegetable co-op in your area. Get into a vegetable co-op. Get fresh veggies once a week or twice a week, depending on what their schedule is, whatever it may be. Mandolin is a awesome thing to have also. All right. We'll pull that off to the side there. All right, so we're going to toss that in with the butter that's already there. Spread it all out. Don't have to do a design. I'm doing this little design so I can see how much I have. Get it all there. I put a little bit of water in there with it. Like I said, I'm going to steam it. I have a gas stove. That's what came in my house. So that's what I'm going to roll with. You can cook this with the electric. It's so simple. A little bit too much squash for the size pan, but I need my big pan for my pork chops later. Also, we got an onion. Always cut off the top of the onion. Flip it over. Or you don't have to do that. You can do rings. I like to cut it up that way because it makes it easier. What I'm going to do next here in a minute. You don't want to dice it. You want to slice it. You don't want to chop it. You want to slice it. When you do the onion, you get that. It's like a waxy feeling almost. If you can't, if it doesn't have that waxy for some reason, take off the first layer. Easy. I'm going to wash these out with cold water. Wash them off with cold water, gets the sulfuric acid down, keeps you from crying. Nobody wants to cry like a little girl, unless you're a little girl, while you're cooking. Try to keep them all same thickness. Spread those on out in there. So it's already heating up. I can feel the heat there. I do one semi-large onion usually. This is gonna feed, I don't know, 3 people, 4 people, depends how many you got to eat or eating it, how many or how big they are. This right here will feed my wife and I. Probably 3. We'll get 3 out of it, just me and her, because the kids they don't want squash. What kid wants squash? Raise your hand. That's what I thought. I didn't see anybody raise their hand. Oh, sulfuric acid starting. Oh, my eyes starting to burn. My eyes starting to burn. Help me. Help me. I don't want to cry. Oh, all right. So that's your onions going. Put a little butter. I'll throw some salt and pepper in there with that. I also put some water. Want to season it. Nobody wants bland food. As I've gotten older, and this is in like the last 2 years, I've really used a lot of salt in my cooking. All right. Excuse me. So I'm actually going to take this here, put this on the back burner, pull this forward, turn on my oven. I like starting my pork chops, throw them in the oven and let them finish up in there. What I like to do is take a salt, my pepper, and I got this thing called Cavender's, the all-purpose Greek seasoning, very yummy. Put that in my pan, and I put it everywhere. Now, my meat, I buy a pork loin because it's real cheap to do. I cut my own little pork chops, no bone-in stuff, because it's cheaper. I'm on a one-income household, so I got to do what I got to do here. You don't want to use the cutting board that you're using for your vegetables. You want to use a meat cutting board. Any cutting board can be a meat cutting board or a vegetable cutting board. But I don't need to do that because things right in the bag. They're all about the same thickness, so they'll cook evenly together. Let me wash my hands real quick because I got meat juice all over them, aka blood. All right. Let me dry them off. See that steaming a little bit from here. Everything cooking down there. You want to salt this side too, and pepper, and whatever seasonings you're going to do. Excuse me. It's the seasoning, I think. Yep. I'm pretty sure it's the seasoning. I haven't done pepper yet. There we go. Got that going. I'll let that go a few minutes, flip it over, go another minute or two, and then in the oven it goes. While that's going, squash is going. Stir that in a minute. We're gonna I do skin on for the potatoes. I think I'm gonna do them dill style. Cut them about the same size as always. Everything needs cooked evenly. Doesn't take long. Dinner can be made an hour or less. We're at how much time? Almost 15 minutes right now. We get our potatoes and we clean them, put them away, so I don't have to wash them the day I need to use them. Also, it's how you find like the ones with bad spots in them so you can use them sooner. like I said, it's gonna go another minute or two, and it's gonna go in the oven. What I like to do for my potatoes, this is just me. I like to brown them off some, then throw them in the oven with the. I'm gonna make like a dill butter sauce with them. Any questions at any time, please let me know. All right, in the oven go the pork chops. With the squash, start getting that seasoning from the top to the bottom. I got onions on the floor because of the dog. I got dogs. I don't want to kill them. Onions will kill them. Yep, there's a dog down there right where they drop. Ooh, dog. Yeah, they're starting to loosen up. They cook it. All right, let's finish up these taters. And if I'm doing this wrong, you need to tell me. I'm not a professional. I have no formal training. I'm just a fat guy, aka big guy, because I'm really big. I'm tall, 6'5". I just like to cook, man. I like to cook for my family. Look at that. Look at that. Get that squash back on the back burner. I got another spatula. Where you at, Mr. Spatula? There you are. I only got 2 spatulas. Gotta season it. Salt, some pepper. Throw some garlic salt starting this party off here. Remember, there's no tricks, no mods, or cheats. I always shoot straight. Follow me, TD's I'm a King here on Twitch. Put this stuff off to the side. All right, so that's cooking. That's secured. That's secured. Get my knives, everything out the way. I don't need them no more. I get that butter down to the bottom so potatoes won't stick as much. You know, I don't feel I have enough butter. Let's put some more butter in there. My opinion, you can't really have too much more butter. I'm lactose tolerant, and I believe that. Butter's so yummy. Butter's like life. You gotta have it. All right. Now, some fried taters. Some these are eventually going to be actually fried. The squash back here, and I'm got my pork chops going. Put a little more on the stove there than it is. So you can grow your own dill. You can buy it at the store. You can get it from a vegetable co-op. That's how I started out with it, was a vegetable co-op. All right, these things are soft. See how? Let's get this here. So this is two pieces. One is dark. One is light. See the white? White means it is not cooked yet, which is totally fine. I'm gonna set that there. I'm gonna let this water start cooking off. And take this lid off, get it off to the side. Fry these in butter. All right, back to the dill. So dill, you like I said, you can get it at a co-op. You can go to the farmer's market. You can grow it yourself. But what do you do when you don't have fresh? Well, this is what I do. I took dehydrated some I had last year. There you go. See it in there. Ground it all up. Now I got a couple little leaves in there. That's not going to hurt you. And what we're going to eventually do is sprinkle it across the top of this. We're going to throw into the oven. There's a lot of water in that squash. That squash is pretty fresh too. Got that water out. Everything's coated in a nice butter. Take some dill. Love the smell of it. Yeah, the potatoes aren't done, but that's okay. I'll show you why. What we're going to do is, woo, that's hot. I'm going to throw them in the oven for a few minutes, man. I have a nice little fry on them. I like them fried. That's me. My wife does not. My kids do. Let me get a towel here so I'm burning my hand because I'm about to pull this out. The oven. Well, the pork chops are a little pink on that side that was face up. We'll put them face down. That's going to help them do what they need to do. Excuse me. Coming up on 26 minutes. Not too bad. So dinner will be ready 35 minutes. That's not bad at all. And this is food that my family will eat tonight for dinner, or most of it, pending. When you get those bigger squash, those seeds, you can see those seeds. You start getting a lot of seeds. When you get a lot of seeds, the it's just not as flavorful to me. You gotta get a little smaller. I'm guilty of growing them too big and eating them too big too. All right. So another 10 minutes and dinner will be ready. I hope you guys enjoyed Feast Friday. It's very simple. It's pork chops. You just saw those a second ago. Squash and onions and some dill taters. What, 35 minutes from start to finish, and I'll be done because my taters are going to be done for sure. As always, I appreciate you guys coming out. Appreciate all you do, blowing up that chat, watching. Until next time, which will be later tonight at 9 p.m. Central, maybe 10 Central, I'll be playing some video games. You guys keep your powder dry and shoot straight. You guys have a good afternoon.